Right. Good evening, Darune. Okay. Take down the last topic of the lesson, right? Volume and time. Volume and time. Volume and time. Right. This is the actually the second type of rates, right? We are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay. Tell me what was the first type of rates? What was the first type of rate? That is called speed. No? Tell me, how do we obtain the speed of a moving object? By dividing the distance traveled by the time taken for that. No? So now we are going to discuss, now we are going to learn the relationship between volume and time, right? To explain this, I take this example, this situation, right? Now think today, there is a container, something like a tank, a household water tank, right? Now this is the container. Now suppose it as a tank. The capacity of this tank is V. Right? Tell me, what is known to be capacity? What is known to be the capacity of the container? How do you define the capacity? ඔයාලා කොහොමද capacity එක define කරන්නේ පුතේ? The maximum volume of liquid a vessel can hold. කිසියම් vessel එකකට භාජනයකට දරන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් අල්ලන the maximum volume of liquid උපරිම liquid volume එක ජල පරිමාණය, right? That is called capacity. Okay, right. Here I symbolize the capacity of this household water tank as V. V for capacity, which means the maximum volume this tank can hold. මෙයාට දාන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් අපි කතා කරන භාෂාවෙන් කිව්වොත් මෙයාට අල්ලන උපරිම වොලියුම් එක. That is V. You know, we can both fill as well as empty this kind of tank by using a pump or an outlet or something like that. එක පොම්පයක් නැත්නම් outlet එකක් use කරලා we can both fill in the tank or empty the tank. Fill in කියන්නේ පුරවනවා, empty කියන්නේ හිස් කරනවා. Make it empty. By using, to fill the tank we can use a pump. To empty the tank we can use either an outlet or a pump. අපිට ඕනනම් මෙතනින් පොඩි ගේට් එකක් අවුට්ලට් එකක් දාලා ඕනනම් මේක නිකන් හිස් කරන්නත් පුළුවන් නැත්නම් පොම්ප් එකක් යූස් කරලා හිස් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? Now think today, now we are going to fill this tank. We are going to fill this tank. අපි දැන් මේ tank එක fill කරන්න හදන්නේ by using a pipe. Pipe එකක් use කරලා, pump එකක් use කරලා, pump එකක් use කරලා, right? Now think, this pipe or this pump takes t units of time to fill this tank completely. මේ පොම්ප් එක නැත්නම් මේ pipe එක අපි time measure කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන ඕනෑම unit එකකින්. It can be minutes, seconds, hours or any unit of time. ඕනෑම time unit එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? It takes, the pump takes t units of time. Then time වලින් වෙලාවෙන් t කියලා ප්‍රමාණයක් මෙහා ගන්නවා. It can be t seconds or t minutes or t hours as well, right? Now think today, now you can write the relationship like this. ඔයාලට පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ සම්බන්ධය මෙන්න මෙහෙම ලියන්න. Volume volume that flow, volume that flow through the pipe in T units of time. Volume that flow through the pipe in T units of time. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ pipe එක හරහා අපි time measure කරන ඕනෑම unit එකකින් T ප්‍රමාණයක් තුල මෙහා තුලින් they can flow through the pipe. ඒ pipe එක හරහා flow වෙන නැත්නම් ගලාගෙන යන volume එක. Volume that flow through the pipe in T units. How much would it? That is V units of volume. It can be V liters or V milliliters. Normally, you know that to measure the volume of liquids, we use only either liters or milliliters, no? Right. So this volume can be in either in liters or milliliters. The time can be in seconds, minutes, or hours. Understood? Right. Now tell me accordingly, what is the volume? What is the volume that flows? What is the volume that flows through the pipe? Through the pipe in 1 unit of time. In 1 unit of time. In T units, the pipe carries V volume of liquid, no? Then in 1 unit of time, how much is it? How to calculate it? What are you supposed to do? Divide volume by time, no? Understood? Now for an example, now think like this. If the volume is 10 liters and the time taken to flow this 10 liters of volume is 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, the volume 10 liters. In 1 second, divide 10 by 5, no? That is the way, no? Like that. To find the volume that flows through the pipe in 1 unit of time, you have to divide the total volume that flows through the pipe in T units by the time taken. So, this is defined as the rate at which the water flows through the pipe. මෙන්න මෙයාව define කරනවා අපි as the rate. Rate කියන්නේ සිංහලෙන් නම් ශීඝ්‍රතාවය. The rate at which this liquid flows through the pipe. Understood? අපි කියනවා මේකට මෙන්න මේ pipe එක හරහා මේ pipe එක තුලින් අදාළ liquid එක ගලාගෙන යන ශීඝ්‍රතාවය කියනවා. The rate at which the relevant liquid flows through the pipe, right? The rate. Understood? So, therefore, the rate at this moment is obtained by dividing the total volume by the time taken. Volume division the time. So, whenever you have to find the water flowing rate through a pipe or something like that, what you have to do is to divide the volume carried through the pipe, right, by the time taken for that. Is that clear? Copy it down to this. Right. There are about 7 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are exactly 8 questions in the TOT related to this part. මේ කොටස හා සම්බන්ධ ගණන් 8ක් තියෙනවා ටියුට් එකේ. Now we are going to discuss all of them one by one. Right. Darwin, read the 13th question, right, for yourselves in silence and try to understand what it means. The length, breadth and depth. Length, breadth and depth. Bigger, සරල සහ ගැඹුර. Of an underground fuel tank are 6 meters, 4 meters, and 3 meters respectively. Right. It is about an underground fuel tank. මේක ඇවිල්ලා පොළව තුල තියෙන fuel tank එකක්. ඉන්ධන ටැංකියක්. Right? It is a cuboid shaped fuel tank. We are given the dimensions of this tank, no? Length, breadth, and depth. Bigger, smaller. Respectively, they are 6 meters. That is the length. Then 6 meters, 4 meters, and 3 meters. 4 meters, 3 meters. These are the measurements. These are the dimensions of this fuel tank. So, in Roman number 1, we are asked to find the capacity of the tank in liters. මෙයාට අල්ලන උපරිම fuel volume එක. Tell me how to find the maximum volume of this object. That means maximum volume of this tank in cubic meters. What are you supposed to do? You have to get the product of length, breadth, and height. So, the capacity, Roman number 1, that comes from the product of length, breadth, and the height. What is 6 times 4, Darwin? 5. If it is difficult, then you can come this way. 3 times 4, 12. 12 times 6, 72. What is the unit at this moment? Meters into meters into meters per year? Cubic meters. 72 cubic meters. But don't forget, here we have to find the capacity of this vessel. හොයන්න කියන්නේ මේ vessel එකේ capacity එක. I am asking the same question again. What is meant by capacity? The maximum volume of liquid this tank can hold. You know, liquids are measured in liters and liters or milliliters. Therefore, now you have to convert 72 cubic meters into liters. Because in the question, we are asked to express it in liters. So tell me, Darwin, what is the relationship in between liters and cubic meters? What is the bigger one out of liters and cubic meters? 1 cubic meter or 1 liter? What is bigger? How to look at that? 1 liter or 1 cubic meter? 1 cubic meter. So how many liters are there in 1 cubic meter? එක cubic meter එක liter කීයක් තියෙනවද? 1000. Then if 1 cubic meter contains 1000 liters, so how many liters are there in 72 cubic meters? Multiply 72 by 1000, that is 72,000 liters. This is the capacity. Take it down. 72,000 liters. Right. In the second part today, if the above tank is completely filled by using a pump, in 8 minutes, calculate the rate at which fuel flows out of the pump. Right. This fuel tank is completely filled by a pump, right? In 8 minutes, right? This is completely filled by a pump in 8 minutes. The time taken by the pump is 8 minutes. Now we have to calculate the rate at which fuel flows into the tank through this pipe. Now tell me how to calculate that rate. What's the method? Tell me what is the total volume pumped by this pipe? That is equal to the capacity, 72,000 liters. Rate is equal to volume division time. So volume is 72,000 liters. The time taken for that is 8 minutes. Now you can get the rate. How many 8s are there in 72 Darwani? 9. 8 times 1, 8 times 9, and there are 3 zeros left. Now we do not know which 9 and 3 zeros, 9,000 liters. Then what happens to this minutes? At the moment, it is in the denominator, but we have to take it up to the numerator. Then how does it come up? Here m to the power plus 1. When it comes up, it becomes m at minutes to the power minus 1. So how do we read this unit, Darwani? 9,000 liters per minute. Minute toward a liter namadar. 9,000 liters per minute, which means this pump pumps 9,000 liters in 1 minute. In every minute, it pumps 9,000 liters into the tank. Clear? Give me the right. Copy it down. Right. After that, try number 14 as well. Question number 14. Done. What is it? The base area of a household cuboidal water tank is 0.96 square meters. Right. We are given the base area of a cuboid shaped water tank, household water tank. So if this is that water tank, the household water tank, you know that only this is the base. Base means the bottom surface, no? Right. So I am shading the base of that water tank. If the length is L, breadth is B, and the height is H, then tell me what is the area of the base of this kind of tank equal to? මේ වගේ ටැංකියක area of the base equal වෙන්නේ කාටද? What is the area of the base of a cuboid equal to? Now look at the diagram. රූපේ බලලා කියන්න. What is the area of the base equal to? That is the product of length and breadth. This 0.96 is the product of L and B. No? Is that clear? Right. The tank is empty. The tank is කරනවලු. The tank is emptied by using a pipe in 12 minutes. Right. The time taken by the pipe to empty the tank is given to be 12 minutes. Okay? Right. When it is filled to a height of 50 centimeters, that means when this tank is emptied by using this pipe, the tank is not completely filled with the liquid. මේ පුරවන මොහොතේ මෙයා සම්පූර්ණයෙන් පිරලා නැහැ මේ liquid එක. Understood? It is filled up to a height of what? 50 centimeters. The tank is filled up to a height of 50 centimeters when this is empty. මෙයාව හිස් කරන මොහොත වෙනකොට it is filled up to a height of 50 centimeters. 50 centimeters. This height is 50 centimeters. ඔය height එක 50 centimeters. Right. Look. The product of the length and breadth of this hand is given in square meters. Here, the length has been measured in meters. That's why the square comes in square meters. Metal lengths are breadth meters වලින් ඉන්න නිසා තමයි එයාගේ area එක square meters වලින් එන්නේ. But the height of the level of water, the height of the water level when this is empty, when the emptying the tank is started, the tank is giving පටන් ගන්න මොහොතේ the height of the level water level is 50 centimeters. No, therefore you know these two are in meters, but this is in centimeters. Are they matching? They do not match. Therefore, either echo you have to convert the square meters into square centimeters, or you have to convert 50 centimeters into meters. Tell me, out of them, which is the easier one? Converting square meters into square centimeters, or converting 50 centimeters into meters? Converting 50 centimeters into meters. So, how many meters are there in 50 centimeters? 0.5 meters. This is equal to 0.5 meters. Then you can calculate, you can find the total volume of water, right, in the tank when this process is started. දැන් මේ ක්‍රියාවලිය ආරම්භ කරනකොට තිබ්බ liquid volume එක can be found හොයා ගන්න පුළුවන් by the length, breadth and height. Understood? Right. Therefore, the total volume is equal to length into breadth into height, but length into breadth is 0.96 square meters. This is the product of length and breadth. That should be multiplied by height, which is 0.5 meters. Is that clear? Right. So how much is it today? Here in this question, express the volume of water removed by the pipe in liters, right? So both are decimals. May දෙන්නම decimals. So you have learned in grade 7 and 8. No, in grade 8. The method of multiplying decimal numbers. No? Today, when we multiply decimals, right, for a moment, we forget the decimal places. මොහොතකට අපි මේ decimal places අමතක කරනවා. If the decimal points are not here, what are the two numbers? This is 96 and this is 5. Then multiply 96 by 5. 5 times 6, 30. 3 remaining. 5 times 9, 45 plus 3, 48. Am I correct? Square meters into meters today, cubic meters. Now, here 2 decimal places and here 1 decimal place. In total, 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. You have to place the decimal point over here and put a 0 for the whole number side. So it is still in cubic meters. So how to convert cubic meters into liters? 1 cubic meter has 1000 liters. So multiply this by 1000. Then when this is multiplied by 1000, what happens? The decimal point goes forward in 3 places. It becomes 480 liters. Is that clear? Right. Copy it down. Done. Then you have to find the rate at which water is removed through the pipe. You know, when we find the rate, we should divide the total volume removed by the time taken for that process. No, the total volume removed by the pipe is 480 liters. So how long has it been for this process? 12 minutes. Then divide by 12 minutes. How many 12s are there in 48? 12 times 1, 12 times 4 and 0. 40 liters per minute. Clear? Copy it now. Correct. Okay. Then try number 15 and 16. Both 15 and 16. The pipe fills a fish tank at a rate of 50 milliliters per second. Right. If this is the pipe today, the rate at which water flows through this pipe is given to be 50 milliliters per second. This is the rate 50 milliliters per second. එක තත්පරයකදී මිලිලීටර 50ක් හැම වෙලෙම පම්ප් කරන නැත්නම් ෆ්ලෝ වෙනවා. Calculate the time taken by it to fill the time taken by it to fill a volume of 300 milliliters. Right. If the volume filled by this pipe is 300 milliliters, so we have to calculate the time taken by the pipe, okay, to fill this volume into the tank. Okay, so you know the equation, the formula that rate equals volume division time. In this formula, you have to make T the subject, time the subject. So you can do it by changing these two positions across. Even last week, I taught you this method. No? For an example today, you know 10 division 2 is 5. That is equal to 20 division 4. 10 upon 2, 20 upon 4 are equal. So you can do the cross multiplication. 10 times 4, 20. So is 20 times, 10 times 4, 40. So is 20 times 2. That is also 40. That is called cross multiplication. Without doing the cross multiplication, you can change the positions of these terms across. Look, I take 4 to this position and the other positions are not changed, and take 10 to the position of 4. Is this equation still valid? Tell me, what have I done here? I have changed these two positions across. I have taken 10 here and 4 here. Is the equation still valid? Equation is not valid. What is 4 division 2? 2. 20 division 10? That is also 2. Understood? Like that. Across Harahata, you can change the positions of these two. Or Puluang, Harahata, across. Then time taken here, then P is equal to volume remains unchanged and rate comes here. The time is equal to volume division rate. What is the volume today? 300 milliliters. The time taken for that, the rate is 50 milliliters per second. 0, 0 can be cancelled. 5 times 1, 5 times 6. Milliliters can be cut. Then the answer 6 s to the power minus 1 comes up as s. Answer 6 seconds. Proper higher. Number 16. Water flows through a gutter at a rate of 75 liters per minute. Calculate the volume of water that flows in 2 hours. Right. Gutter. Gutter means pihil, no? Right. Water flows through a gutter. Water flows through a gutter. Gutter එකක් කරහා water flow වෙනවලු at a rate of 75 liters per minute. 75 liters per minute. In 1 minute, 75 liters of water flows through the gutter. එක මිනිත්තුවකදී ලීටර් 75 ගානේ හැම වෙලෙම එකෙන් ෆ්ලෝ වෙනවා ගලාගෙන යනවා. Calculate the volume of water that flows in 2 hours. In 2 hours. Look, in the unit of rate, then මේ rate එකේ unit එකේ what is the unit of time? Minutes. But here unit of time is hours. Therefore we have to convert both into the same. දැන් දෙන්නම අපි එක වර්ගයකට හරව ගන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා. What is the easier way? Converting minutes into hours here in this rate, or converting 2 hours into minutes. Converting 2 hours into minutes. So, okay, what is the relationship between hours and minutes? 1 hour has 60 minutes. Then 2 hours means 120 minutes. Right. Now you can use the formula. Rate equals volume division time. And here we have to find the volume. The volume of water that flows through the pipe in 2 hours or in 120 minutes. Okay. Now you have to make V the subject in the formula. You can make V the subject by doing the cross multiplication. 1 into VV equals rate into time. Rate into time. What is the rate today? 75 liters per minute. What is the time? 120 minutes. Right. Now multiply. 75 times 0, 0. 75 times 2, 150. 15 remaining. 75 times 1, 75 plus 15. That is 90. Clear? Is that clear? Then the unit. Minutes to the power minus 1 times minutes. Here plus 1, here minus 1. What happens when they multiply? The bases are equal. It is like x to the power minus 1 times x. X means plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1. X to the power 0 is 1. Therefore, you can cancel them off because their product is equal to 1. Therefore, answer 9,000 liters. Clear? Clear? Right. 9,000 liters. Right. After that, try number 17 and 18 as well. 17 and 18. They are not that difficult questions. එච්චර අමාරු ප්‍රශ්න නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ එතන. Both 17 and 18 are easy questions. Want to know how to find the prevention? Find the time table. You have to find the time of the volume. This is the volume, 960 liters is the volume. Huh? Right. Number 70. Find the time taken. පටන් ගද්දිම අහනවා find the time taken. අහන්නේ ගත්තු වෙලාව හොයන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. Find the time taken. Time is the question. Time තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ. Time is what you have to find. And you are given both volume and the rate. ඔයාට volume එකයි rate එකයි දෙකම දෙනවා පුතේ. Find the time taken by a water pump to fill a tank of capacity 960 liters. The total volume is 960 liters. The rate at which the water flows through the pump is what? The water pumped by this object is 40 liters per minute. 40 liters per minute. This is the rate. මේ දෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? Rate එක. The water pumping rate. වතුර පොම්ප කරන rate එක. Right. So you have to find the time පුතේ. Rate equals volume division time. Then how to make T the subject? T is in the denominator, here rate is in the numerator. So you can change them across. උඩ යට කට්ටිය මාරු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Then T comes here. T equals volume division rate. What is the volume දරුවෝ? 960 liters. Rate 40 liters per minute. Liters can be cut. 0, 0, 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 8 and 1 remaining. 1 and 6, 16, 4 times 4. Answer 24. Minutes to the power minus 1 goes up as minutes to the power plus 1. Answer 24 minutes. Correct? Right. Number 18. Hurry up, Prashanya. Prashanya, you have to read the question well first. Okay? At least understand what you have to do. තේරුණා? අඩුමකන් තමන්ට කරන්න තියෙන දේ තේරුම් ගන්න එක. ගාන කෙසේ එක? මොකක්ද මගෙන් අහන්නේ කියන්නේ? මම ඔය what is your name කියලා my father is අප්පුවම් කියලා කියන්නේ. අනේ your name නම් තාත්තා නෙමෙයි මගේ නමයි කියන්නේ. නේද? Right. In the next question, we have to find water leaks from a tap. Tap එකකින් වතුර කාන්දු වෙනකොට water leaks from a tap at a rate of 0.5 milliliters per second. Rate is given 0.5 milliliters per second. In every second, 0.5 milliliters of water leak from the tap. Find the volume of water that leaks in 30 seconds. Time is given to be 30 seconds. You have to find the volume. Therefore, again I am writing the equation, the formula. Rate equals volume division time. So we have to find volume. Then do the cross multiplication. V equals rate into time. Rate is 0.5 milliliters per second. That should be multiplied the time 30 seconds. Clear? S times s to the power minus 1. What is this product equal to? 1. No? S to the power minus 1 times s to the power 1. The bases are equal. Minus 1 addition plus 1 0. That is equal to 1. That is what we mean by cutting. ඔය කැපීමෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ මොකද්ද? බිඳුවක් නෙමෙයි වෙන්නේ එක වෙන්නේ. Understood? Right. Then දරුවනේ multiply 0.5 by 30. For a moment, forget the decimal point. මොහොතකට decimal point අමතක කරන්න. Multiply 5 by 30, that is 150 milliliters, and then separate the relevant number of decimal places. Only one decimal place, therefore answer 15 milliliters. Clear? Right. Only one more question, number 19. After that, we are moving to the lesson arithmetic progressions. Number 19. Done. There are two gates. From one gate, water goes out at a rate of 20 milliliters per second, I think. From the other gate, water goes out at a rate of 30 milliliters per second, not per minute. Time equals volume division rate. I am not going to explain how to make P the subject from the formula, right? Then mama explain karanna ekama de. I am not going to explain the same thing over and over again, right? Now you know how P becomes the subject. No, right? The first question would be, what is the time taken to empty the tank if only the first gate is open? There are two gates on either side of the tank of capacity 18 liters, but here the unit of the rate is in milliliters, no? The volume has been measured in milliliters, but this volume is given in liters, no? Therefore, first you have to convert 18 liters into milliliters. So how many milliliters are there in 1 liter? How many milliliters are there in 1 liter? 1000. 18 liters, 18,000. This is equal to 18,000 milliliters. 18,000 milliliters. Therefore, if only the first gate is open, පළවෙනි gate එක විතරක් මේ දොර විතරක් නම් open කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Now this is closed. මෙයා වහලා. The total volume 18,000 milliliters, that should be divided by the rate of the water removing rate of the first gate is 20 milliliters per second, not minute. Okay, per second. Then milliliters can be cut. 0, 0, 2 times 1, 2 times 9, that is 900. S to the power minus 1 goes up as S. So how many minutes are here? Divide 900 by 60. How many? Grade 10 students take too long to divide 900 by 60. 15 minutes. Minute to 15ක් ගන්න. Right. If only the second gate is open, now this is closed. Then the same method. The time is equal to volume division rate. The volume the same. 18,000 milliliters පුතේ. But now the water removing rate is 30 milliliters per second. 30 milliliters per second. Milliliters can be cancelled. 0, 0, 3 times 1, 3 times 6. That is 600 seconds, which means exactly 10 minutes. Clear? Right. They are the answers for the first two. Those who want can take it down. Right. In the third part, they ask, what is the time taken to empty the tank if both gates are open? Right. Now think logical. Pute, when both gates are open, what is the total volume of water goes out that goes out in 1 second? This gate removes 20 milliliters. At the same time, this gate removes 30 milliliters. In total, 20 plus 30, 50 milliliters per second. In the third one, the volume is the same, 18,000 milliliters. 18,000 milliliters. Now the rate has gone up. It is now 20 plus 30, 50 milliliters per second. Milliliters can be cancelled, 0, 0. 5 times 1, 5 times 3, 15. And 3 remaining 35 times 6, that is 360. S to the power minus goes up as S. 360 divided by 60, answer 6 minutes. Minute to hiking mechanism. Clear? Right. Now, we are moving to the first lesson of the third term, arithmetic progressions. Much important unit. One of the most important units in grade 10 syllabus, because Pute, there is a definite question in the O-level paper, even in the O-level exam paper, right? O-level maths paper from this lesson which we are going to start. Okay, arithmetic progressions. Every O-level maths paper contains a question of more than 5 marks from this lesson. ලකුණු 5ට වඩා වැඩි ගාණක් හැම අවුරුද්දෙම තියෙනවා. In some years, it is a 10-mark question. Okay, unless a question from the other type of progressions is given. Okay. අනිත් තව ටයිප් එකක් තියෙනවා geometric progressions. ඒකෙන් ගාණක් දුන්නේ නැත්නම් මේකෙන් තනි ගාණ ලකුණු 10ක් තමයි. ඒකත් එක්ක දුන්නොත් මේකට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් 6යි ඒකට 4ක් වගේ යනවා. Right? The most of the marks for always this question, right? Arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic. progressions. Arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic progressions, right? Arithmetic progressions. In Sinhala, Samantara Shreni, right? Arithmetic progressions, right? Darwani, do you remember the very first lesson of grade 9 syllabus you learned? What was it? Number patterns, right? In that lesson, right? In the lesson number patterns, you learn only about one type of number pattern. What is that? The number patterns having the same gap between each and every pair of consecutive terms. Consecutive means the terms that come after the other in a particular pattern. කිසියම් pattern එකකට පස්සේ එන terms වලට කියනවා අපි මොනවද? Consecutive. There is another term, another synonym for that. What is that? Successive terms. Consecutive, successive. They are synonyms. සමාන. Then එක ළඟ ඉන්න කාට? For an example, in the pattern of integers, in the pattern of whole numbers, -1, 0 and +1. -1, 0 and +1. You know these are integers. No, these are whole numbers. And in the pattern of whole numbers, this number comes after this number. And this number comes after this number. Then they are called successive terms and also called consecutive terms. සිංහලෙන් කියන අනුයාත පද. එක ළඟ ළඟ ඉන්න කට්ටිය. So these are three consecutive terms of the pattern of whole numbers. Understood? Similarly, these are four consecutive terms of the pattern of even numbers. These are four consecutive terms of the pattern of even numbers, or you can also say the pattern of the multiples of 2. Understood? Right. They are called consecutive terms. So, in a number pattern, in a number sequence, if the gap between each and every pair of consecutive terms is common. Common means the same. කිසියම් number pattern එක නැත්නම් number sequence එකක හැම එක ළඟ ඉන්න term pair එකක් අතරම gap එක difference එක same නම් common නම් that is called an arithmetic progression. Understood now? Right. Take down in words ලියාගන්න පුතේ. A number pattern or yes, a number pattern. Simply, in simple language, a number pattern in which a number pattern in which the gap within brackets difference. A number pattern in which the gap within brackets difference, the gap between each and every pair, the gap between each and every pair, the gap between each and every pair of consecutive terms, every pair of consecutive consecutive, consecutive. Each and every pair of consecutive terms is the same, within brackets common, is the same within brackets common, a number pattern in which the gap between each and every pair of consecutive terms is the same is called CALLED, called. Now take down within inverted commas, arithmetic progression is called arithmetic progression. Is called arithmetic progression. Is called arithmetic progression. Is called arithmetic progression. Right. An example, Darone. An example. Right. Look at this pattern. The first term 4. Second term 10. Next term 16. And the next one is 22. And the pattern goes on in this manner. Right. Tell me, Bute, what is the gap between the first two terms in this pattern? 4, 10. The gap 6. 10, 16. The gap 6. 16, 22. The gap 6. So, what is the correct method of getting that common gap, the common difference? That is called common difference. What is the common difference? The correct method, the accurate method. First, you have to select any term other than the first term. Can you come out? Any term other than the first term. Any term other than the first term from the provision. Provision again. තමන් කැමති ඕනම term එකක් හැබැයි other than the first term. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? First term එක හැර. Then from that selected term, ඒ තෝරගත්ත term එකෙන් you have to subtract its previous term. ඊට කලින් term එක subtract කරන්න ඕන. Now tell me, why are you not supposed to select the first term? If you select the first term, where is previous term? First term එක තෝරගත්තොත් කෝ එයාට කලින් term එකක් ඉන්නවා. That is why you are not supposed to select the first term first. Understood? So, common difference. Common difference. එකට කියන්නේ common difference කියලා පුතේ. Symbol එකේ සංකේතය තමයි simple D, common difference. The symbol is simple D. That is obtained this way. Any term, ඕනෑම term එක, any term other than the first term. පළවෙනි term එක හැර ඕනෑම term එක. Subtraction its previous term. එයාට කලින් පදය. Its previous term. ඊට පෙර පදය. Its previous term. Is that clear, Bute? This is the method. So, in this pattern, Darwane, common difference D equals, if you select the second term, subtract the previous term. Or, if you select the third term, subtract the previous term. If you select the fourth term, subtract the third term. Whatever the pair you select, the difference is always the same. What is that? 6. Understood? So, this is the method of obtaining the common difference of an arithmetic progression. Clear? Copy it down. Done. Okay. Accordingly, find the common difference of these arithmetic progressions. The next one, 35, 31, 27, 23. Find the common difference D by selecting any suitable pair. Next one, -2, -9, -16, -23. Find the common difference. Find the common difference of these three number patterns, these three arithmetic progressions. Done. Right. The common difference of this pattern. Right. I select the first pair. Second term, subtraction, first term. 31 minus 35. Tell me, what is the sign, plus or minus? Huh? 31 minus 35 is like positive 31, negative 35. Sign plus, negative, 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 negative. Look, this is positive, this is negative. They are of different signs. When the signs are different, how we decide the sign of the answer? The sign of the bigger number. 35 is bigger than 31. Therefore, sign is minus. Tell me, by how many is 35 bigger than 31? Hmm? By how many is 35 bigger than 31? By 4. මම ඒක මොකද්ද? කීයකින්ද? කීයකින්ද 35 30කට වඩා වැඩි? 4කින්. ඒක කියන්නේ නැතුව බලන්න ඉන්න. Answer negative 4. Right? Here, if you select the first two terms, then subtract the first term from the second term. Minus 9 subtraction minus 2. Okay, when you write minus 2, be sure to write it within brackets. තේරුණානේ? අනිවාර්යෙන්ම දෙවැන්නව bracket කරන්නයි. නැත්නම් there are two signs at the same place. Understood? Now you can remove the brackets. Minus 9 minus into minus plus 2. Now what is the sign? Plus or minus? Minus. Because again 9 is bigger than 2. Then by how much is 9 bigger than 2? By 7. Answer, the common difference is minus 7. Here, if you select these two, from the second term, subtract the first term. Now what happens, Patio? Minus 47 minus into minus plus 50. So, minus 47 plus 50. 50 is bigger than 47. Therefore, sign positive. By how much is 50 bigger than 47? By 3. Answer, positive 3. Is that clear? Copy it down. Right. Okay. Now, we are going to learn the method of building up the general term, the nth term for the common arithmetic progression. Right? Take down the topic today. We are going to මාතෘකාව. The nth term. The nth term. Symbolically, capital T, simple N, Tn. The nth term. The symbol of the nth term is like this. Tn. The nth term of an arithmetic progression. arithmetic progression. The nth term of an arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression එකක nth term එක n many පද. General term එක common term එක right. පුතේ, now we are going to build up a common term, general term, nth term, which means a formula for the nth term. දැන් මේ සූත්‍රයක් formula එකක් තමයි build up කරගන්න හදන්නේ. What for මොකටද? For any term in an arithmetic progression. When we know the position, then we can find the relevant term. අපි තැන දන්නවා නම් එයා හොයා ගන්න පුළුවන් by using that nth term, right? For this, we use this special standard form of arithmetic progression where the first term is simple A, common difference is B. Darwani, tell me, if the first term is A and common difference is B, what should be the second term? Now think like this. If the first term is 6 and the common difference is 4, what is second term? 6 plus 4, 10. Third term, 10 plus 4, 14. Like that, A plus B, the second term. A plus B plus D, A plus 2D, the third term. Fourth term, A plus 2D plus B, A plus 3D. This is how this progression develops. Understood? මෙන්න මේ ආකාරයෙන් තමයි මේ progression එක develop වෙන්නේ. හවුද? හරි. Okay. Then we are going to find a formula for the nth term. දැන් අපි nth term තමයි හොයාගෙන යන්නේ. Right. Okay, you know here Tn for the nth term, T for term. අපි කීයකට use කරන්නේ පුතේ term කියලා කියන්නේ. By capital T we mean the term. Understood? Right. Therefore, when we use it like this, T1 means Tn. N is the place value, the position value. Tn means nth term, the term which is in the nth place. Then what is meant by T1? The term in the first place, which is called first term. Understood? මේකෙන් mean වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? First term, පළවෙනි term එකක් තියෙන අර්ථය. So, what is the first term in this pattern? A. A is the first term. Then, by T2, we mean the second term, that is A plus D, no? A plus D. T3, we mean the third term, that is A plus 2D. In this manner, the pattern develops, right? By these dotted lines, I mean there are more terms in the pattern. මේ T10 මොකද කියන්නේ? තව T4 ඉන්නවා, T5 ඉන්නවා, 6 ඉන්නවා, ඕන තරම් ඉන්නවා. Understood? Then this is what our objective is. මෙන්න අපේ අරමුණ මොකක්ද? our target. අපේ ඉලක්කය මොකක්ද? Tn. Enter. Now we are going to identify the relationship between A and B in each and every consecutive terms in the pattern. Right? So you can see that every term has every term has both A and B other than in the first term. First term එකේ හැර අනිත් හැමෝගෙම A සහ D පේනවද නේ? AD. But can't we write the first term also with both A and D? අපිට first term එකත් ලියන්න බැරි A සහ D වලින් මෙන්න මෙන්න බලන්න බැයිද කියලා. I write like this. A plus 0D. What is 0D? 0. A plus 0, 0. So this one can be written as A plus 1D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D in that manner, no? Right? Then A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, and many more to come. Right? Now, you can see in every term A occurs, no? A is available in every term in the pattern, but look, the coefficient of D changes, but it increases gradually, no? The coefficient of D, D के coefficient එක කියන්නේ the number with which D has been multiplied. D ව multiply වෙලා තියෙන number එක තමයි coefficient එක කියලා කියන්නේ. 0, 1, 2, 3. Look, that coefficient is always 1 less than n. 1 minus 1, 0. 2 minus 1, 1. 3 minus 1, 2. Then when it is n, this should be A plus n minus 1 times common difference. Is that clear? When it is T1, A plus 1 minus 1 times D. 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 0. When n is 2, 2 minus 1 times D. 3 minus 1 times D. When it is n, this should be A plus n minus 1 times D. So, that is the formula for the nth term. Tn equals first term A plus 1 less than the place value. 1 less than n times common difference. This is the nth term formula. Clear? Copy it down. Right. Now let's learn how to apply the nth term in problems. බලමු අපි දැන් problems වලදී main term එක, the formula of the nth term, how can we use it? කොහොමද අපි ඒක use කරන්නේ කියලා. Right. An example. Take down with me මාත් එක්කම ලියා ගන්න පුතේ. Right. Copy down this question, Pute. There is one question and two parts in that. Right? We are given a number pattern. Right. Okay, just tell me, Darwani, is this an arithmetic progression? Is this pattern an arithmetic progression? Yes or no? Yes, because the gap between each and every pair of consecutive terms in this pattern is the same. What is that common gap? 7 subtraction 2, 5. 12 subtraction 7, 5. 17 subtraction 12, 5. Right. Now you know A is 2, B is 5. Okay. First you have to find the 9th term, then the 15th term. In the second part, you have to find the position of these two terms, 57 and 112. The positions of the two terms. Right. Okay. Now listen, Darwani. Let me explain the way of solving the first part of this question. The 9th term and the 15th term. So first you need to identify the first term and common difference. First term A is 2, the common difference d equals 7 minus 2, which is 5. These two terms are essential to solve, to find the answers of these questions, right? The first part video. First, you should write the Tn formula. What is Tn? Tn equals, everybody, a plus n minus 1 times d. First, you need to find T9, no? The ninth term, T9. Now, when Tn becomes T9, Tn T9 බවට පත් වෙනකොට, tell me what is the value of n? 9. Then T9 equals A is 2 plus n minus 1. What is 9 minus 1? 8 times common difference 5. Understood? Then 2 plus n minus 1 times the 8 times 5, 40. Answer to the 42. Clear? Right. Copy it down. And in the same manner, find 15th term. No? Second one, 15th term. Find T15 in the same manner. ඔය ක්‍රමයටම T15 උපයන්න. Fine. What is T15 today? First term 2 plus 15 minus 1 times d. 2 plus 15 minus 1, 14. 15 minus 1 times d. d is 5. Clear? Then 2 plus, okay, never add these two first. You know, here in the formula a plus n minus 1 times d. Therefore, first you have to simplify this part, no? That is the correct order, no? We have learned it for the first time in grade 7 and again in grade 9 and 10, no? Right. Then 4 plus 5 times 14, 70. Therefore, the 15th term is 72. Clear? Okay, then we have to find which term. The first one, okay, which term? 57, right. Which term 57 is, right. In the second part, in the second question, part A, no? Which means දරුවනේ අදහස් වෙන්නේ 57 is located somewhere in this pattern. In this pattern, 57 lies somewhere in the pattern. May 52 here. Sorry, 52 or 57? 57, right, sorry. 57. 57 is one of the terms in this pattern. 57 කියන්නේ මේ pattern එකේ term එක. But still we don't know where it is located. අපි තාම දන්නේ නැහැ කොහෙද මෙයා ඉන්නේ කියලා. Where it lies. We are going to find the position of this term. Tell me, in the Tn formula, which symbol indicates the position, the place? Formula එකේ position පෙන්වන්නේ කාගෙන්ද? Simple n. That means we have to find n. Okay. Then Tn, we take this one as Tn. Okay. Tn is 57. We have to find the value of n when 57 happens. 57 සිද්ධ වෙද්දී n හොයන්න යන්න. What is Tn? A plus n minus 1 times d, and that is taken to be 57. එයාව ගන්නවා 57. What is a පුතේ? 2. Now substitute. Plus we don't know the value of n, that is what we want. N minus 1 times d is 5, that is 57. Now you can take this 2 to other side, then n minus 1 times 5 equals 57. Tell me, how is this taken to other side? As minus 2. Plus 2 taken to other side as minus 2. Then n minus 1 times 5 becomes 55. Is that clear so far? Then how to eliminate this 5? Divide by 5. Then 5 can be cancelled. N minus 1 is equal to 11. Okay? Then today, the value of n. N equals 11. Take minus 1 to other side as plus 1. Therefore, n equals 11 plus 1, which means n equals 12, which means 57 happens when n is 12, which means 57 is the 12th term. Answer 12th term. Is that clear, Arvane? Right. Copy it down. Then try the other one in the same question. Which term is 112? Which term is 112? Now take 112 as Tn. Tn equals 112. Tn a plus n minus 1 times d should be 112. Now substitute the values that we know. A is known, 2 plus n minus 1 times the common difference also known, 5. That must be 112. Then n minus 1 times the common difference is equal to 112. Take this plus 2 to other side dash minus 2. Then n minus 1 times 5. N minus 1 times 5 becomes 112 minus 2 would be 110. Then to eliminate this 5, you can divide the equation by 5. So how many 5s are there in 110? How many 5s? 22, no? 22. So n is equal to 22. This minus 1 goes to other side dash plus 1. So n equals 23. Answer 23rd term. Visitun term. 23rd term. Is that clear? Right. So, since the time is up, we have to stop the class for today, and the remaining part of the lesson will be discussed next session. Okay, so bye for now today. Saranai, God bless you all.
Thank you.